Hey guys, my name's Paul Procise, and I just was reviewing the White House press briefing from yesterday, and I realized something. I have the magical power of using the Google box way better than the White House, which is kind of sad, really, because they have an entire staff. I'm just one guy at a computer trying to, do stuff and things. And here, let me just show you something that's pretty sad, actually. I'm going to show you my screen. There's a question here. Actually, just let me read this here real quick for you. And Psaki is saying, well, the statement also conveys in evacuating Americans who want to come here, blah, blah, blah. We again have evacuated 50,700 people in the last 9 days. We also know through leaked cables that's not true. They haven't rescued that many people. And that's also a lie. So then also there's this exchange.
Has suspected ISIS ties.
Well, first I would say we have a stringent vetting process, which includes background checks before any individual comes to the United States. So I can't speak to one individual, but I can tell you and confirm for you that we take the vetting of any individual who comes to the United States and comes out incredibly seriously. And it's an extensive process. I would say that this is now on track, Peter, to be the largest airlift in U.S. history. Seriously.
Let me play that again.
And it's an extensive process. I would say that this is now on track, Peter, to be the largest airlift in U.S. history.
The largest airlift in U.S. history. Now, I had to play that again a couple times because I remember back in grade school learning about the thing when they actually taught history. But see, I have a unique perspective because I actually grew up on an air base that taught these things. So I may be kind of unique in that maybe a lot of Americans don't have this perspective. But I grew up on an air base that actually happened to be a part of this Berlin airlift, and that's what we called it. So the Berlin airlift back in the 1948, 49, something like that. 48. So there was the Rhein-Main Air Base, Wiesbaden Air Base, a long time ago, started being part of this airlift. And it had a whole lot of people. I mean, we're talking lots and lots of people. And she said, how many people? 50,700 people. Okay, Psaki. Let me just point out to you how many just military personnel were involved just in flights. All right, just in flying people around, there was 32,900 American military personnel, and then there was another 23,000 civilians from the United States, allied nations, and Germany that were flying. That's amazing. There was 277,000 flights from 4 primary airfields. That's amazing how many flights were flying people out, trying to get them out, because you have to know that the Cold War was happening and starting between us and Russia, the Soviet Union. Not Russia at the time, obviously it was the Soviet Union. And so the wall was falling down. We had to get people out. And so that's what was happening. The Kremlin had been established, and we were trying to rescue all these people. We were trying to get anybody that wanted to get out, we were trying to get them out in time before the wall had fallen. And so they had this Berlin control zone. And so we were just trying to get as many people out into Allied territory as humanly possible in this. And I think it was about an 18-month time zone. And they were just constantly flying. And it was hours and hours and hours and hours of air flight. And it was this amazing feat of human willpower. But for her to boldly look into the camera and say, this is the biggest, what did she say? I'm going to play that again.
So, and incredibly seriously. And it's an extensive process. I would say that this is now on track, Peter, to be the largest airlift in U.S. history.
It's just a bold-faced lie, and I'm tired of this crap. And we've got to stand up to this, and we've got to call out the lies. And this is a massive lie in the face of one of the most tragic events in our history, where we are going to leave our people behind. We have in our history one of the best examples of what an airlift can be, and this is not one of them in Afghanistan. In fact, this is tragic. We have one of the best examples of what an airlift can be, and in Afghanistan, we are doing the exact opposite. The exact opposite. And she is playing games, saying this is the best we've ever done. It's a lie, and we've got to call it out. This is ridiculous. We are leaving American citizens behind. American citizens. That airlift was about getting other world citizens out. Americans sacrificed their lives to get other people out back in the beginning of the Cold War. And we are leaving American citizens behind in Afghanistan. And we should be doing better. Call your representatives, call your senators, put pressure on these people. This is a joke. The Biden administration is 100% at fault for this, and we need to get involved. Get involved. I called my senators this morning. I called my representative. Get involved.